Great day, family. This is your boy Reginald Gant, founder of Serve for Men and the Serve for Men virtual community, where we gather together as men, fathers, and husbands in a safe space that provides us with support and accountability and encouragement. I wanted to quickly chime in and share this message that's been pressing on my heart. I hope that it's a blessing to someone. And if I had to title it anything, it's Someone Needs What You Have. Now, recently I was studying the call of Jonah. And Jonah, for those who are not familiar, Jonah was called by the Lord to deliver a message to Nineveh. And immediately upon the call, Jonah decided to run. Now, let me park it right there. I don't know if you're watching this video and if the Lord has ever called you to do a thing, or if the Lord has ever spoken to you to do something, if the Lord has ever whispered or told you to do something and you immediately ran. Well, that's what Jonah did. And let me share what happened. And not only what happened to Jonah, but what happens to us when we run, right? When we call ourselves being disobedient to what the Lord is asking us to do. The very first thing that happened upon Jonah deciding that he was going to be disobedient by ignoring the call was that he put those in his immediate space in danger. Jonah decided to jump on the boat. He was going to go a different direction. As he was on that boat, major storm came. The folks started to cry out to their gods. Jonah was at the bottom of the boat. He was asleep. Someone came down and was like, hey, I don't know how you're able to sleep. Like, call out to your God, right? Because we're about to die. We're going down. They decided to cast lots. They wanted to figure out what was going on. The lot fell on Jonah. They began to ask him, hey, who are you? You know, where are you from? Why are you here? In essence, Jonah had to confess as to why he was on that boat. They asked him, hey, you know, why would you put us in danger? And they began to talk to the Lord directly. Lord, please forgive us if we do something to this man because of what he's done. So Jonah was tossed over the boat into the waters. And for anybody who knows the story, right, that's how he entered up into the belly, right? Jonah was swallowed up by a humongous fish, where he spent a couple of days, and he had to finally come into himself. And eventually Jonah went on to answer the call, and the Lord went on to use him, and the people of Nineveh went on to hear the message that the Lord was trying to deliver the first time around through Jonah. Now, first, what happened? Jonah got the call. Jonah ran. Jonah displayed disobedience. What did that do? That put everyone in his immediate presence in danger. Men, fathers, and husbands, let that be a message. If the Lord is calling you to do a thing and you are running, know for a fact that those who are immediately attached to you, your family, your wife, your children, your colleagues, your neighborhood, your neighbors, your colleagues, those that you worship with, you are immediately putting all of those folks in danger. Now, the folks that were on the boat were unaware of what was going on in Jonah, but because of his disobedience, by default, they ended up in the mix and they ended up being impacted. Men, fathers, husbands, we cannot afford to allow our disobedience to pull in innocent bystanders and put them in harm's way. But secondly, what also happened? Jonah, because of his disobedience, because of his delayed disobedience, the people of Nineveh suffered longer than what they had to. Men, fathers, husbands, because of your disobedience, if the Lord has been calling you to do something and you have not been doing it, the folks who need what you have are suffering unnecessarily so. I'm coming to encourage you that if God has been speaking to you, if he has whispered into your ear, if he has given you visions and dreams, and you are running away from those things, you are putting those in your immediate space in danger, and you are failing to provide those who need what you have through the Lord what they ultimately need. And that's selfishness. So our disobedience and our selfishness, not only does that set us up to have challenges, but it puts innocent people in harm's way, and it puts the recipients of what God really needs in danger and harm's way as well. And man, that's not fair. So I've come to encourage you. If, like Jonah, you've heard the call and you've run in the opposite direction, I encourage you today. Today is a brand new day. Answer the call. God has promised to never leave you nor forsake you. He will not turn his back on you. Answer the call. Walk and run towards God instead of running away from God, and he will equip you to do exactly what he's calling you to do. So that's my word for today. That's my message. I hope that this is a blessing for anyone who's been running. Maybe you've been on the fence. Maybe you've been on the back burner. Maybe you've been backslidden. Whatever. Run towards God. It's not fair to put innocent people in harm's way. It's not fair to rob those who need to hear what God has to say through you of that opportunity. Until next time, man. Peace.